One of the things that makes the donation community so unique is that we all come together around what initially is an incredibly negative event.
Donation provides an opportunity to make the ultimate gift, the ultimate act of generosity. That one act of generosity can transform the lives of thousands of people. So the donation process is incredibly complex, and behind the scenes there are literally hundreds of different people who play a critical role in making this happen, so that when the opportunity for donation presents itself, we can make sure that we optimize that gift.
When you look at this from beginning to end, it's amazing the myriads of people that are involved to facilitate this miracle of donation becoming transplantation.
I know for me personally, it helps me to know that this might potentially be something that the family would want and would give them a small bit of comfort and a small bit of ease and a small bit of joy in a really horrible situation. That we've helped somebody else that maybe we're never going to see. That we have potentially made 1 to 2 to many lives much better. We see people with horrible health problems every day, and this is the fix. And when we can provide that fix, even though, I may not see that patient, I may never know who received it, we know that somebody out there got a fix for something they've been waiting for so long. And when you see those outcomes, we get those emails a couple weeks later that we had a great case or a great donation case. It's really, it helps our staff feel better.
Almost 5 years ago, my dad passed away in an accident, and at that time we were approached for cornea donation. We decided that that would be something he would want. I think about what this means to my family every day when I work, because I relate to the people that we're working with. And what I've kind of come to as a conclusion for how I can best honor this family and eventually best honor the recipient is being the best that I can, being the best transplant donor coordinator, because the success that we have is then success for this family or success for the recipient.
Seeing the families and knowing that they know that someone else has received the gifts and that they have essentially crossed over that bridge and are moving on in their grief experience and are happy that someone is living because of their decision or because their loved one made the decision to donate. That to me is why I do this. It's because they experience their grief and loss in a completely different way.
I'm inspired by the donor community, primarily for the selflessness that everybody exhibits. I was inspired to donate my kidney from other coworkers that had already done that same thing. And so they kind of paved that way for me. I was debating about it, and to hear their amazing story and what a wonderful gift they could give, it really inspired me to be better. Day to day, I see, just the generosity small things can, bring in something as large as donation. Everybody is willing to help out in this process to make sure that this gift can be honored.
We're trusted as stewards of this donor as well as the organs. The donors themselves are treated with the acknowledgement. It's a timeout where everyone in the OR or in the ICU unit, depending on where it's read, literally takes pause to acknowledge the gift that is being given by the donor and the donor family to the multiple recipients. So everyone can kind of take a step back and take a moment to think about how many people this is affecting and how it will literally change and save lives. It's enough for everyone here to know that we're helping so many people and that we can help the families of the donors as well as the recipients.
It's a gift that your loved one can give that keeps on living. I mean, it's that chance for a part of them to continue. I think it's wonderful that my niece's eyes have gone on to give 2 people sight. I know that I share that story with families when they're considering or wondering if it's something they can do. Having been there, we know what it felt like to say, yes, this is what she wanted, and yes, you can do it. So it just feels good to be able to help people.
Today, my life purpose is really tied into the mission of SightLife. I personally endeavor to grow in relationship and in love to those people closest to me, my wife, my kids, my family and friends, while serving as a global leader and partner to eliminate corneal blindness by 2040.
I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world that I get the honor and the privilege to do this work, to work with such a broad array of so many amazing people, and especially to interact with the donor families, to see their selflessness and their courage. I'm thankful every day that I get to be a part of it.